Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to D&D. Dragon is still DMing, and we have Winslow back, as you can probably see. I don't know how you're recording this, so I'm just gonna guess point down that way.
Wrong way.
I think
Wrong
way,
right.
He is on your right
So
in my case.
you've got the screen here, yeah?
Somewhere down
And it's
here.
right over here on your side, probably.
it's there.
Yes.
Okay,
you were
that's
actually
good.
Yeah,
pointing
exactly.
right at Winslow at that point.
For some strange reason, on mine it's over this side of my screen.
So it's probably flipped around.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, well,
Some mysterious
as he said-
point at the bottom of the screen.
as he said, Winslow is back, and he's actually managed to form himself a new character to bring into the fold.
Exactly 2 or 3 episodes from the end.
Yeah. Well, get excited because it's gonna get weird. Last we left off, the party had just reached the green dot on the map, as I recall, the little thingy up in the corner.
We'd arrived at the cave.
Yes, the
Yeah, where Winslow,
cave.
sort of.
the hole in the ground that just went down.
Yeah, and Zam is still not very happy, bunny.
What time was it when it was early morning, right?
Yeah. I
Yep,
think
sounds
we-
about right.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, Phalanx now has higher approval with Una than Zom.
Okay, yeah,
Which is-
solid.
I didn't think that would happen.
I mean, blowing up a goat and causing an avalanche is sure to get you at least a couple of points in the negative column.
Yes.
Yeah, but not as much as Phalanx, though.
What? I just messed up in the beginning with hammering her.
Yeah,
That's...
she's still a little bit pissed at you for, whacking her in the face twice.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
confused.
Meanwhile, Zam is just negative with everyone at the moment, just like...
Yeah,
Because
but
everyone's
I
trying to get him
have-
and he doesn't
I have-
realise why.
Yeah, I have been
You've
keeping
earned
track of
reputation.
things, and Phalanx have been doing a lot of, shenanigan things that Una approves of. So, so he's been building up a bit.
Yay!
It's just
I'm
step by
only
step.
slightly in the minus.
I think. Well, actually, I might be wrong. I'm looking at. Oh no! I thought you were at a positive 15. No, you're at negative 15.
actually keeping a literal score.
Yes, I
Oh,
am keeping a literal score. Zom is still in plus.
Fantastic.
Zom is still in the plus. He's in plus 10.
Please tell me.
Goddammit.
Where was the one who...
Please tell me
where
you
was I
kept
at?
revisions of this
minus
as you give
21.
them plus and minuses, so we can graph
Where?
out the approval rating for all of the characters at the end of this.
I haven't kept a change log. I
Oh,
just
that's
I have
too
a
bad.
feeling that Zam's graph will be like this.
it's more of a you've still been kind of nice to her and you helped her out back when she got fused to the tree. That earned you 20 points of approval. And you haven't, and you've gone a bit up and down since, but
And Phalanx is
causing an
just-
avalanche for stupid reason that gets you 10 points of disapproval.
10 points of dumb.
Yes.
And Phalanx basically is probably like this.
Just flatlining.
It's been more of a
Yeah, it's totally going up again. Neutral
Anyway,
gets hit in the face, slowly doing ordinary things to not disappoint her.
anyway.
well, Walbash have been
Yeah, like a polygraph of a lying man. Right.
Anyway,
So you lot were investigating around the cave end.
yep. I was sat in front of the cave entrance, pouting.
Yeah, and then you almost fell down in.
Yeah, and now
Yep,
that's why I'm sat
and-
outside the entrance, pouting.
As you are now sat outside of the entrance counting, and is investigating the campsite, all of a sudden there are very strange sounds in the distance. Type of roaring, whirring, whining sound, as if something large and heavy is coming towards you at a great speed. it seems to be coming from the, let's see now, north, south, south, east, and it's coming from the northeast, back across the tiny bridge you back towards where you last were. The sound is getting louder and louder.
Zam is gonna go, oh god, not again. I didn't even explode a goat this time! And then walked into the cave to try and hide inside the cave.
That's a drop like. What did we say? 4 Mississippis?
Yeah, but it's
Was it
there's
5?
at least a bit before the drop, isn't
Yeah, like a tiny bit, a couple of meters, and then whoosh.
Yeah, just outside, inside, so it doesn't. If it comes like past the side, it'll just pass by.
You're gonna hide like in the chopper manner or in the slightly more sensible manner, like peeking out your head or peeking out everything except your head.
Except your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, well, and as you look
I am
towards
also
the sound,
hiding. It's easier for me, but I am hiding as well.
You're hiding as well,
Yes, I am hiding in kind of the roof.
and you can still
At
sort of
ceiling
see
of the
out, right?
cave. What?
You can still sort of see out.
Yep.
As you watch,
I hid
sort
as
of-
well before I got forgotten.
yeah, a roaring fireball is coming up and over the mountains in a sort of arc, and is plummeting towards the ground on the side of the bridge, where it, with a loud crash, just impacts the ground, leaving a smouldering.
Zam is visibly shaking.
I draw my sword.
There is
My
Oh,
now,
cool
my
sword
God.
and like
there is now a blackened, charred crater in the snow and ice, and the couple of trees that went by are a little bit bent to the side, smoking. Right in the center is a visible glowing.
Okay. Let's the cave.
Do we have a rope to get down now? I would like
No.
to go down now, please. Please, can we go down?
I don't have 5 Mississippis of rope.
Damn it!
Well,
Please
the
tell me we
entire
can have
party, please
4.5.
change the units that they are tracking their rope in from meters to Mississippis.
And one Mississippi is as
Equal
long
to-
as one stone falls.
Yeah,
in
we
one
can
sequence.
calculate the exact distances later.
Yeah.
That's tricky because it accelerates,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, but it
A
should be
Mississippi
stable
is
after
a
a while.
very, very unreliable unit.
But it's just what this world works in.
Yes. It's
This-
a bit
this
like the
entire
Imperial
world.
system.
Yeah. Roller coaster of numbers.
So, as you watch in horror at the exploded hole of the crater of the meteor, something begins to rise out of the lava pool, slowly forming into roughly humanoid, but with back is large bob ending lower, like still with eggs. It's just
We
slowly
need that rope
emerging
now.
and forming.
How is strong?
Please give me
Don't
rope,
carry
rope,
the
rope,
rope.
rope, please, please, rope, 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 please, rope, rope, please, rope.
I don't have rope. I'm sorry.
I'm going to grab Rob's shoulders and start shaking, going rope, 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 rope.
He is not happy with the situation, and Winston,
No,
you
I'm not
may
happy
take it
with
from
that.
here.
I give him a bit of my rope, just so he stops shaking me.
I need more. I need more now. Scary demon thing, don't like. Out, out.
See, wait. I knew this was.
I only realized it halfway through, Jargon. I swear to God.
Really?
I only realized it halfway through. Yes!
You mean you made this character halfway and then you went, oh wait, Zam is going to be terrified of them.
Again.
Actually, it's like, I think I was like, oh, Crap.
Yeah, I think I just remember. You had said 2 sentences, and then Winslow is typing for a bit, and then nothing. Just right.
Yeah, I feel like first impressions. Zom, absolutely terrified. Una, suspicious as fuck.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Meanwhile, Phalanx. Blank.
Eh,
Oh, dude.
Just
Standing there like, well, this is happening.
something is happening.
something is happening. It has the usual impact of Psalm, so it's.
I have come to the conclusion that something is happening. Therefore, I shall
The thing is,
observe.
Robs is the most accurate considering our usual behaviors.
Yes.
Because I'm still
look.
completely crazy and stupid. And you're just suspicious of everything anyway. So this
Yeah,
is
and
just
he
usual.
is just. Nah.
This is just usual. Usual behavior. Continue.
Yeah, Rob don't care.
I would say we rate the danger of the situations by how horrified Zoros is.
And at the moment, I am.
That is a
You
bad
haven't seen me.
measure.
I'm gonna say, if that's the case, you have never seen me this terrified.
He is not happy in any way, and will
At
probably not be happy for a long while.
At this point, I am starting to consider just jumping down the hole. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
Let me help you.
just drops him.
But no, I am probably going to start trying to dig a hole.
Oh,
We should make a
Bad idea.
referendum.
I'm just trying to dig a hole. Not using any of my magic or anything because I'm that panicked. I'm just like.
just digging a hole. Okay, fine.
It's not obviously getting very far, but.
No. You are sort of actually clawing into the rock beneath, tearing out bits of it.
Pebbles.
Not pebbles per se, more like strips.
Out.
Aren't we standing off those plates that fall if you regret them too much?
I'm like, you want me to cook up a rune of fire protection as well?
Yes. All the things, yes.
You would already have racked up a bit of a trouble from you for like those whole dream protection runes.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
I'm like, I have to do this too.
Yeah.
I mean, you really should start charging him for this.
What?
You should start
Charge
charging
him for the
this.
rune.
That'll be 10 gold pieces.
Yes.
You can still carry them, but they're mine.
What gives you the idea that I'm not tracking the depth?
Oh,
Who is
boy.
in debt?
That's very true.
Nobody's in debt.
Depth.
So, Winslow, you are now standing on the opposite side of a small river and bridge. The opposite side from where you are standing, island with cave near. You can see 2 creatures inside of the mouth of the cave. The very same.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's murder him.
I'm seeing a prophecy.
Please do not kill him this session. I cannot handle making yet another one. I beg of you.
Yeah, I don't remember if the prophecy actually stated that this creature was hostile.
Nope.
No, it just said it was
That's
following us,
But-
and
but
has
you-
been following us.
This again. I'm going to point out that Winslow has made a horrible mistake of doing something Zam very much not approve of, and we all know what Zam does with things he doesn't approve of. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Things tend to fly really far.
Fortunately, we have a contingency for that.
Oh right, I start making a the fire protection rune.
So basically, to get over there, I gotta cross the bridge too.
Yes, you do. It's a stone.
God damn it, that was my emergency plan.
Like, Winslow, you are currently about the size of average, so you would everyone except for
Okay.
have.
It's difficult to be shorter than me.
Yeah, you have a
That's
roughly
true.
humanoid shape, but picture the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but a fire elemental with rock bits floating around in the middle as an elemental. And then,
And you said long and thin.
yeah, so he's very, very bulky and hunched at the top, and then tapers off.
I will move towards my new intrigues.
So you still keep in mind what we discussed about why the white. So the creature has now fully stood up and has fully formed, beginning to walk towards you across.
I step out and I have a very crazed look in my eyes at the moment.
I am drawing my Warhammer.
And I am going to try and swamp this thing off the bridge.
How are you going to try
So-
to do that?
Get the water and just like push it over like a wave over the top of him.
Right.
Made of fire, water will solve all problems.
Not all of them. He could be made of napalm.
I am crazy. Stop talking. Words make no sense. Must
I should
destroy
not
scary
inform
fire
your
thing.
character of what napalm is.
No,
No,
you
no,
really,
no.
really
No, you
shouldn't.
shouldn't.
Really shouldn't know. That would be a very bad. Actually, no, it wouldn't make much difference considering he doesn't like using fire at all.
Yeah. He would
Yeah, but,
probably
like,
just consider it a threat.
Yeah,
I'd
but
probably
just-
go, no.
Like just the idea of a fire that can't be put out by water.
Right.
Yeah, that would probably send him into. He'd probably break down entirely at that news.
That's what I was getting at. Like
Mm,
that would not do you much good.
no. So yes, I would like to swamp this fiery demon thing off the bridge, please.
Okay, Winslow, do you have your Discord open or anything like that so I can send you some?
Yep.
Must swamp horrible fire thing.
Like you have a talent for just absolutely fucking Zom up, don't you? Slow.
I swear to God, it was halfway through creating. I just wanted to. He's just crazy.
Yes.
Right, so Zom, first of all, I would like you to roll for that, because that's quite a large mass of water that you're trying to move.
Do I have to use my concentration point? Because I'll gladly use that.
Not at the moment, no, because you were doing this as a burst action. Intake.
That would be a 1.
Okay. So,
Okay, boom.
First roll of the day.
right. Fantastic, very good. So you pull up the water, and I would like a power roll as well.
Let's
Okay.
roll a 10 because
D10, here we go. Let's go for a 10. Let's double this up. It's actually not far off. That's a 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you
Oh.
you pull up the equivalent of a tiny tsunami from the side of the bridge and slam it into the side of the fire elemental standing on it, who seems about as bothered as if wind had been blowing by, because the water goes towards him and then reaches about 5 centimeters away from its lava skin, where it instantly vaporizes and turns into steam. And rises into a blast of steam which just completely shields him from any of the water. As the tsunami drops onto the bridge and pours back into the ocean, you can see a radius of dry bridge extending out from the elemental. But surely.
Well, it was nice going, you guys. Bye. I am going to run as fast as
nice
possible
going,
away.
guys. And Drew would mean you jump into the hole.
No, I'm not jumping into the hole. I'm not quite that stupid anymore.
The island is very, very tiny, and a good fast run would probably take you to the other side of it in around, 4 minutes or so.
Doing so.
Alright, so he's off. He's off like... he's off like a salary.
Like the Roadrunner.
Yeah, just legs going...
I would rather spend time with this horrible sea monster thing that took this.
Alright, Zalm disappears off into the scattered about in the opposite direction from the fire element.
So
Fire element walk.
about that fire resistance rune I was trying to make.
Yeah, we should do that. No.
No,
Quickly.
may I do the inscription roll now?
You may certainly start on that, but considering it's an inscription, since it's a rune you haven't done before. But yep, you can just do the inscription. Started on that.
Yeah, well, 7, so that's a success.
Yep.
No problem.
No problem. So you get the fatigue from that. Create a small fire protection. This is enough to...
Power roll 3.
Power roll 3. This is enough to negate any form of fire damage up to swoop. After that, the rune will either break if the damage is more than 30 points, or be ineffective for an hour.
So we should go now.
The elemental has now crossed the bridge completely and out. It's not really doing anything except observing. Sort of.
Somebody's phone.
Oh,
That's my.
oh no, how can you?
So. Yeah, well.
This is gonna be fun, this.
Yeah.
I feel like you're about to run off the edge of the island and become a sea monster to get away from the fire elemental.
I mean, given the choice, would you go Kraken or would you go
Run
and
up.
have a look at Winslow?
And in Zan's mind, the Kraken is definitely the better option of those
Oh
two.
wow, okay. I did not expect your aversion to be that bad.
No, it's straight up phobia.
He's completely terrified of fire.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be if your entire village was burnt to a crisp?
Yeah, I would.
Your entire species burnt off the face of the earth, and a giant fire creature is currently wandering towards you. No idea whether it's good or not. To be honest with Zam, this is quite a rational decision.
You mean a
goodness.
completely panic-driven rational?
Yeah, rational and rational for a certain value of rational.
As rational as going, oh shit, let's go to Tulu. Oh, we are down one man already.
And then there were two.
Yeah, out the wind,
I like how I'm gone. Suddenly, no one has any idea what they're doing.
No,
It's like,
yeah, we are not
everyone's
horribly
just...
scared.
everyone's just like, stop.
If we don't move, it won't see us.
Yeah.
So
I'm
the
hidden
creature
in,
just
like-
keeps observing you.
Yeah, I'm hidden in, trying to hide in some sort of
Basically, I'm just
Bit in
looking
the-
at Rob since that I'm looking at Rob, then I'm
I'm
looking
just
off into
standing
the,
here, I'm Cetro, don't mind me.
and then looking off into the distance where Zom ran off to.
Okay, if you're looking off in the distance, you may or may not see like various birds probably flying off.
Just-
But so, just in a specific spot in the trees, you just see there's just like a flock of birds just flying off.
Yeah, I climbed down into the cave.
How are you
Fuck
gonna
it,
do
I'm out of
that?
here. Reform my hands to have, like,
There's no walls, you dolt.
There are always doors, walls, somewhere.
Yeah, but they're like that.
No
Literally,
way.
the edge is like that. How are you going to climb down that sort of angle?
As much as I have rope for 5 Mississippis, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, I think I follow Sora.
So you just gonna turn and run too?
Yes.
What?
Okay, sure.
Fine, off he goes.
And I'm just sitting there in the alcove, like,
I'm
Hum.
going to introduce myself.
well,
How
Stop
long is it going to
attacking.
take for Rob to get to the edge of the trees, by the way?
He's heavier and a bit slower. Maybe so minutes.
Okay, let me know when two or so minutes have passed, and then I'll tell Rob what he sees.
Right, okay. So you were going to
5 minutes
introduce
later,
yourself,
I guess.
Winslow. I suggest you do it now before this last person in the party also runs. For varying
Really?
reasons. I don't think you're gonna run, but you might just back off.
no, I'm more like gonna stick my head out and like, well done. Get off my
Uh,
meat shields. You
I
happy?
I look around for this voice. Then
Notice a small head sticking out of the side. From the roof and then a little bit slanted left in the mouth of the cave.
hello there. I'm Ignat.
Good.
Who are you?
I'm Una. Well, apparently the leader of this expedition at this point.
Took the lead by
Oh.
walkover.
Uh,
Leader?
Then again, you have been pretty much the lead for a long while.
Mm-hmm.
oh
Well,
well,
was it really?
I am at the very least the brains of the operation. Indisputably.
Undeniable.
Yes.
Leader? Expedition?
Well, at the very least the brains. What do you want?
Thank you
For what now?
for one of you gave us foothold where we had none. We thank you.
Foothold? Where?
I point in the direction I came from. Basically,
That would
the
be a little bit from where you are, a little bit southwest.
basically the direction of Big Boom.
Yeah, ground.
Oh, the direction.
He's pointing towards ground zero.
Oh, he's pointing towards where Window exploded last time.
Yep.
Then he'd be pointing northwest, wouldn't he?
Ooh, this island is a little further up.
Hmm.
A little bit, not much.
Oh yeah, that was.
What has that west?
That's our fourth companion.
Was.
Yeah, he's Mhm.
Swimming with the fishes.
You're not here. You don't get to talk. You ran away.
Okay. Whee!
By the way, can I tell Rob
Yes, it's
where?
definitely 2 minutes now.
Okay, but as Rob gets to the trees, he finds an unconscious arm in front of a tree.
Oh!
A big dent in the tree.
Oh, of course he did. Whack!
Yep. Running in terror, looking back at scary thing, didn't see tree, smack.
On that topic, 2 points of blunt damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
And int penalty temporary.
Yeah, concussion until midday or something.
Yeah, I just look at it. Him. Really.
Drags on back by foot.
Probably a good idea.
Or is it?
Probably not. I mean, he's already scared of the mine. Now I'm dragging him. Only ends
Just-
bad for me.
Oh,
I will
look back
do
at
that.
Una.
right.
Yes. What?
Hmm?
Yes, you look back at me. What?
Where did your friends go?
They ran off. Yeah, one of them one ran off first. He has a thing with fire.
Fire?
Yeah, I don't like it much.
Hmm?
Winslow, you are aware that you are very much aware
Yeah.
that you are all fire, just fire. Not a thing. Fair enough.
Why he afraid of me?
Trauma, post-trauma. It's well, even if you're not hostile, he's not gonna believe you. He's terrified of fire.
He not need fear of fire.
It's friendly fire.
Oh
Fire
no,
rod.
you didn't say that.
It's friendly fire.
That's even worse. It goes, oh look, I love you. Gives you a hug and then burns you to death.
Incidentally, it's one of his racial ability.
Yeah.
Fire's not gonna hurt me. It's friendly fire. That doesn't always mean what you think it means.
I'm just waiting for Una's feet to set on fire at some point. Yeah.
It would just be the soles of her feet, and only if
Yeah.
she came into contact with him.
Eh.
So I would suggest not landing on him for any reason whatsoever.
No.
Because
I'll
it's
try to
Bailey.
keep outside of at least 5 feet from him. I have more things that can be set on fire than just my feet.
Your wings.
Yes.
Hmm.
Or
Everything else.
exactly, like anything.
Anyway.
So you guys are going
Just-
back.
Well, Rob's going back and he's dragging his arm along.
No,
with
I'm
him.
not going
Yeah,
back.
that's- Don't you?
Yeah, I can't go back because I went sort of up and he's still scared out of the mind. That can only end badly for me.
Well, he's unconscious at the moment, so
Yeah. At the moment. Here.
So what you should do is you should drag me back and then just leave me there. And just stay out of the way. That's probably
Yeah,
good.
that I could do.
Tie him up with a Mississippi of rope.
actually not
I
a
don't-
bad idea.
And
Least
drop him
until
down in the
he-
cave to look how deep it is.
Calms down.
That's a genius idea, I do that.
You tie me up with a rope.
Send him down with the rope.
Yeah, let's look how
Why
deep
do
it
that?
is.
Why do that when I can just go down? Like
Because it would make sense. It's not just hilarious.
Because it
that
would make
is
sense,
much more
of course.
fun.
And we don't want things to do that now, do we?
Of course.
First thing is, he will turn into a kraken, and we have something to jump on. It
Making
will break
sense
our fall.
in
Krakenolini.
my house.
Yes.
This is a strictly no-sense household, young lady.
So you're gonna you are going to wrap me up and drag me back then?
Yes.
Right, so
Lovely.
he lays like two wraps of rope around your arms so you can't really move, and then he begins dragging you back towards the. This is very sturdy rope, and you will most likely not be able to get out of it without.
Oh,
I like how you say most likely.
I was gonna say you never know, Zam.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's the
Especially
problem I have at the
considering
moment.
I am of strength 20 now.
Yeah, he is bulky.
Yeah.
I am.
me not.
I think I'm strong. Am I stronger than you, Rob?
Yeah.
So I'm stronger than the metal man who's supposed to be our muscle.
You could win over Rob in a.
Maybe with a gun.
Exactly, and babe with the gun.
Except it's more like a chain gun now.
So, after a little while, you notice Rob coming back out, stamping back out of the forest, dragging a still unconscious Zom behind him, wrapped up in a bit of rope.
I do
Drags him
so wish
around.
this surprised me.
He drags him around to the mouth of the cave, where he just stops. Him.
Normal day, normal party.
Hello.
You can also see a very large crack in the mask that it's not looking pretty. If he were standing up, it would probably be hanging on the very end of his face.
I look at Rob and I'm like, hello, I'm Ignit.
Gesundheit.
I tilt my head and I'm like, what?
Headcanon accepted all the.
Yeah. Anschluss? Serious face.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're all now. The gang's back together, partially.
More or less.
More or less. And Zam is beginning to slowly but surely come.
Oh, my head.
I had him the rune of fire protection.
I just stick that in.
Why are you
Just
giving...
stick it to his forehead. Like,
Whoa.
Don't I get one?
You
What
have
was
a note
this?
stuck to your forehead, and in you'll be able to make. Well,
could I have yellow and red stuff? I could mix it together.
yeah,
no
probably.
problem.
So you have a rune written on your note on your forehead in orange.
What's...
Fire be gone.
With this super fine, delicate lines.
Yeah, tiny.
I just kind of put it at the side and hold my head and... what happened? Why is everything spinning? Ugh.
Let's hope there's a Deus Ex Machina and he's forgotten about his phobia of fire.
No chance.
No
But
chance.
everything is still spinning for me.
Yeah, but whenever he's groggy like this, he tends to forget about everything for about 5 minutes.
Which could be very helpful.
Yeah. Like, rune of fire protection, you might need it.
Why would I need that? Wait. Explosion, and then...
He's just putting things back together.
Oh, yeah, where am I? Why can't I move? Oh god, oh god, ah! And then Zam just continuously screams. He's just screaming, looking directly at the fireman, just screaming.
What is wrong with your friend? He seems to be making weird noises.
And then takes a deep breath. And he continues to scream.
I stick the rune of fire protection to his forehead again.
Okay, so you it's now kind of stuck to your face. There was a bit of glue at the back of it. Just stuck to your forehead now. Leave it there for a couple of minutes and it's gonna cure and you won't be able to get it off without tools.
Yeah, but it was more of a, like, stick the note to his forehead in a way that it kind of blocks his eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so like that, right? Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so, like...
So she's just stuck a note over your face, you can't see what's going on. You can see a soft orange glow through the parchment.
I am now, like, wiggling just manically, just trying to go in any direction, which probably will send me somewhat towards the hole.
It won't get you anywhere because...
Yeah, but I can wiggle, and it would probably start moving me slightly.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to roll back and forth a bit and move a couple of decimeters in either direction, but the hole is a bit away, so you're not gonna get to that.
Okay.
Oh, he wants to get in the hole. Let's help him.
Ignit, I'm terribly sorry, but could you maybe go and hide behind something while I try to talk sense into this boy?
Wrong word. The correct word there is idiot.
He stops screaming.
Who didn't think about it?
He stops screaming, lifts his finger up and goes, actually...
Well, actually...
The correct term is...
Idiot.
man-child.
I look like, okay. Walks over and stands behind Rob. You are a big one, definitely. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex. I'm Ignit.
Meanwhile, they're obviously shouting this at each other because I'm just yelling that loudly.
Yeah, they are doing that to be able to incessant yell.
Your friend seems to be broken.
I stopped
Yeah,
flicking your beak until you react.
And then it takes a minute and goes. And then he just doesn't make any. He stops screaming, but he's nearly completely still, breathing heavily.
Okay.
I weave the fire rune in front of his eyes again, like, I made it for a reason, damn it. Take it.
Hey. Oh, fire thing, scary, fire, hot.
That's
That's
why
hot.
I made you this rune of fire protection.
I want one too.
Duck, legs, arms, not working, don't know why, not looked.
Arms, Bork, why?
Look down, and you can see why you can't move. And that is not my fault.
Fire thing did this, evil, not good, bye, kill it now.
No, I believe Phalanx did this.
No.
Nope, self-kill phalanx. Anyway, let me out now.
Oh boy.
Dave, please now, out, please, before fire comes back and you burns. No good.
No, this fire is sentient and he's not hostile.
I am friendly fire.
Wait,
That
what?
doesn't always mean what you think it means.
I might kind of lean out from behind Rob. I'm like, I am friendly fire. In an almost Groot voice, except lava version.
Immediately starts screaming again.
I see. Sorath needs quality time. I grab him and. Oh,
Oh no.
Quality time.
I would like to try and struggle out of these ropes in any way possible.
You may certainly try. Unfortunately, the ropes are very, very sturdy, and Rob's done a very good job of actually binding you.
I know, but
So you will do this.
I'm currently in a this is a life and death moment. I would like to try and live, please. So I would like to try and escape from the scary fire thing that's going to kill me.
Right. Let's say that. Okay. So you will roll on this with disadvantage, and a success roll will allow you to make damage roll to the ropes.
Okay. What am I rolling on here anyway?
Just disadvantage on your strength. I can break these cuffs. Ah!
Okay, so I don't even need to roll then because my strength is
So
currently at 20.
the first one just bam succeeds, and you make damage roll on base unarmed.
Okay, I'll roll with that. That would be a full 6 damage.
Full 6 damage, so you can see him struggling madly against the ropes, and they're beginning to fray a bit here and there, and he's actually loosening them a bit.
Okay, now I have to roll with disadvantage to continue.
Yeah. And this is taking a bit between every single one of these. So.
That's 15.
Yeah.
So that's successful. Damage roll is a 3.
3, Rob. Any of you may step in at any time and try to calm him down and or stop him.
I have tried the kosher ways.
Here is a tip for you.
I am
You
tired.
may need a slap round the face.
I'm tired of trying the kosher ways.
But
I still have
there's nothing
Pardu
better
salve.
than quality time.
Ooh, yeah, you
I
do.
still have my Pardu salve,
You what?
and I'm gonna use it.
Oh no. I'm
You're
not
what?
liking the sound of this, especially
I'm just gonna drug
considering...
you. It's fine. I'm just gonna
Oh,
drug you.
fuck yeah. Can I ask a question? Are your salves made with, what is it?
I'm just gonna
does
give
it-
you
they are
this
made with
plastic
wire.
Are they made
regulated
with
drug.
plants?
Yes.
I think they are made with plants. Oh boy, this could be very fun.
Zorath, if you have a list of plants you are allergic to, please send them.
I do not have a list of plants, unfortunately. I just have allergic to some plants.
Some plants, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But
When you say some plants, how many are you talking here? Entire phyla? Entire, like, tree plants? Or just a few specific ones?
quite a large amount. Basically, if they are not from, like, a sort of temperate forest sort of climate, I may or may not be allergic to them, depending on if I'm lucky or
Temperate
not.
forest, that would be basically Swedish.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. I recall we did define salve.
I don't remember.
I think we
Sure.
did. And var växer lakrits?
Hur växer lakritsrot? Var? Jag vet inte. Jag tänker bara på de här stensöta.
That's okay.
Ja, och de växer här.
Sure.
Inga problem.
Sure, we'll go with that. Okay. So it's
Oh, good.
this plant is from a temperate.
Okay, so I should be okay.
Should but okay in this context is a very subjective.
It's
No,
mostly okay.
trust me, if I was allergic, it would not be good.
It's like,
I
no,
have
you're gonna be
interesting
fine.
reaction to this
It's fine. You'll be fine. Applying the chill out salve.
Yeah, chill the fuck out.
Eh.
Where exactly are you applying this to?
Well, he's still
Everywhere.
tied up, and I don't know if I can apply it to like.
I was gonna say, I don't know whether she could apply it at all at the moment, considering all my scales will probably be closed because I'm panicking. And I'm making myself as small as possible.
You would want somewhere with high blood flow for this to work, and I'm not really picky about the.
Yeah.
My
It's more of a
goodness.
like
As long
wrist,
as he's
maybe.
probably got a lot of.
Yeah, the wrists are probably not too heavy with scales.
No, they're a lot finer. A lot
Yep.
finer.
Going there.
Okay, so you're gonna just.
Yes.
He is struggling and just flailing a bit, but his arms are bound at his sides. Would you give me an agility roll just to see if you properly apply the salve? You will do this with advantage because he is bound, but
My agility isn't terribly good.
you should still be.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
2 6s.
2 6s, no problem. You get in there without problem. You are a nimble little thing, and you can just smear that all over him.
Now he needs a third 6.
Oh dear.
So, to your surprise, Una sort of flits in behind you and lands on your arm. And begins doing something that is kind of cold and wet to your arms.
Ah!
It takes a little bit of a while, but suddenly you start to feel actually kind of fine with it. It's not bad at all. Everything seems a bit more fine now. You're still distressed, still not okay with the fire thing. Somehow you don't feel like struggling a lot. It's actually rather fine. Everything feels kind of fine.
Jeez.
This is causing my inner mind to go absolutely crazy. It's like everything is not fine. Why is everything feeling fine? It shouldn't be fine. It's not
And
fine.
that mind is just sort of silent. But as you realise that, no, actually, everything is.
You calming down now?
Everything is fine.
Yeah, great, you drugged him again.
There is nothing to worry about.
Why would you say that everything is not fine? Everything is fine.
There's a little bit of drool just coming out of my beak.
Ooh, you're not that far gone, but sure.
Your friend is leaking.
He seems to have sprung a leak.
Yes, well, I was trying to calm him down. I may have been a bit a bit overzealous.
Everything is fine.
Looking on the undersides of his wrists, it's just covered.
Oh,
He was struggling. It was difficult.
None of you are experts when it comes to related substances down in the south. But you, Una, after having a bit of a closer look at your handiwork, realise that you've actually probably given him like a quadruple dose.
dear God.
I try to take a bit of his coat and like dry it off a bit.
Yeah. He hasn't.
Yeah, the scales make the whole absorbing thing slower, probably.
Yeah, very much.
Yep.
That's why he's not vegetable.
Cleaning is fine.
Your friend seems a little off.
Off is fine. I like
Why are you
fine.
afraid of friendly fire?
Friendly fire is fine.
Just-
You see his eye just twitch a little bit.
that was a very hard thing for him to say.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
not push it,
Can we get on with it?
please.
Getting on is fine.
You still need to know how to get down there.
Falling is fine.
Works
Falling is
for
not
me.
fine. Falling
need to
hurts, and dying is not fine.
You need to
Dying
get down
is-
there.
Not fine?
No. That means things won't be fine anymore, and that we don't want that.
Oh. Sitting is fine.
Brilliant. Especially.
I go over and look down into the hole.
Okay, so Ignit, was it?
Yes.
Yes. You burn your side of the cave is sort of hexagonal rock-like on the side round and big hole. Edge is all hexagonally, seems like. What you can see down into the hole, it's a big vast, something that could quite. Can't see any walls, but giving it a bit of a closer look reveals that the ground you're actually standing on is more like a roof, it's cavern.
Hmm. I'd like to see if I could lean over the edge and just look back under and, hold out my hand like I'm lighting it up with, like, can I see use my hand as like a flashlight?
Yeah, you just put your hand. I'm gonna count that as a lava morph. You extend your arm down into the cavern a bit. Now definitely see about seems filed in much the same way. Ground you're standing.
I was trying to look back under the ground I'm standing on,
Well,
trying to see how far back it is to the wall.
Right, doing that, you does sort of curve down and get thicker further away, but it seems.
Hmm.
Thinking it's fine. Zam is just singing to himself now. Just lying there singing to himself.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Yeah, well.
He's probably singing something along those lines in his own language.
It's this universal tune that everybody knows but has different texts for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Judging by the distance to the floor that you see, it would be thought a bit further down. For you, it would be a simple matter of elemental core down, but highly sure what happened to said core.
Hmm.
Well, there's a simple solution for this. If I were a forms mage,
What?
What?
Are you actually voicing that?
no, I feel like sure, sure, I'm voicing that. Like, were I a forms mage, there would be a simple solution.
Forms magic is fine.
If
I
you're
can
thinking
do
about
that.
wings, I am made out of metal.
No. I was thinking of going down there and changing the attribute to the stone at the bottom to be like a mattress. You could all just jump down.
Yeah, very fair point. Could have
A
done that.
mattress?
But I'm not a forms mage.
What is
Let's
a
do
match?
it. Water would be better.
Maybe I'm gonna try something else.
Okay.
Would it be possible for me to make a teleportation drone? Like a gate.
Okay.
So that
Yes, it would if you had a concentration.
I have one concentration
You have
point.
one concentration. Okay. Let's see here. A teleportation gate would be 2 runes maintained at the same time, affecting a small area but other things, i.e., very difficult.
Yes.
You may certainly try, and I think we can work it out. It will be difficult and will not be safe, but you should be able to manage it properly if you take the necessary.
Like I say, I may have a solution, but it's gonna take a while. Because I'm not gonna do
Time is fine.
Not for him, it
this. This
isn't.
will be dangerous, and I would like to not explode myself. Thank you.
Not
very much.
exploding is fine.
Exactly.
Yay.
You really did a number on your friend.
Yeah, well, overdosing.
Right, so you were going to set about
I
building
may
a
have got a bit
teleportation.
I'm hungry. I want some.
He's got the munchies.
Should we feed him?
Yeah. Fire should feed me.
you know that he is
Okay.
hot enough to vaporate a shitload of water in an instant. Passively.
What does Strange One eat?
Yeah, like he's the only one who eats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all of you have alternate ways of food, except him.
Yeah.
And I eat grub meat.
You eat grub meat. Rob does not eat. He just stands around
He just
absorbing
is.
latent magic from the air.
He
You
just
eat
is.
dreams, and Winslow, I assume, just chill out in a volcano for a while and then fine.
Volcano, indeed.
Which aren't really around. Just
No.
saying.
Well, it wasn't
there
up
might
until a
be
while
lower down
ago, but now they have one.
Like, there might be some stuff down there. Who knows? Some lava stuff. Keep him alive, would you please?
Okay.
Like, and I point at Zom, like, please.
Okay.
While I try to do this.
I go over.
I can't guarantee its success,
How do you eat?
and I would appreciate you. And I would appreciate your help if things go wrong. Let's see if this works.
I'm okay now.
You sure? You was
Yeah.
a moment ago. Like literally 3 feet from him.
You are close to him now, and that would be. You can definitely feel his warmth and heat radiating.
You can see his eyes are just going crazy. There's like an inner battle going on between the drug and the absolute insane mind of Zarm.
Yeah.
And words
I
now
look
just not
over-
working.
I look over to Felix. I think something wrong with his eyes. They're going all weird.
Zip it about.
Maybe go away from him a bit, I say, while working trying to focus very hard on this very complex.
Is there any chance I could try and like take out of the drug through pure force of will?
Ooh, this is pure chemistry.
I back away a little bit. And I looked at Felix. How do we feed this being?
This flesh bag.
Big bug.
You put the thing in the mouth.
Now,
What thing?
Fine.
The food thing.
I'm good. You,
Ooh.
you do your thing.
Where's my
I'm
nasty
fine.
red D4 that always rolls that stuff? Get in there.
Oh
You-
God!
That doesn't feel good.
You can
What
sit.
are you rolling?
You can sit right there.
Bad things are about to happen.
I think
Look at
I
him.
know what.
He wants to play.
Oh God! I.
Oh dear. The sky is
Let's take the one. Just point it that way.
He has a list of things that might have happened, and now he's guessing with.
Well, I try. As I said, I work on this incredibly complex runic matrix.
Yep. This is going to take you a good hour to set up the first rune,
Yes.
and even then you are not rushing per se, but you would preferably have had maybe a week or so to work on this.
Yeah,
Oh, bad things are about to happen.
that depends on how I roll.
I look at Alex. What happened to one who gave us foothold? He was there and then not there.
exploding is fine.
Said with just slightly higher conviction than the last statement.
Yeah.
Exploding is very fine for him.
He exploded?
He exploded. Because he was dumb.
Swimming is fine.
Said with
Your
an odd tone in his voice.
your friend is acting strange.
Yeah, he's tripping balls right now.
So after about an hour of banter back and forth, you've gone a little bit deeper into the knockout phase of this drug. It isn't really talking all that much. And Una completes the runic matrix at the surface. It covers about the full areal of one of the hexagonal. Probably be enough for one, maybe.
I'm not gonna bring down any more than one at a time. And just bringing down one first would probably be for the best, so that even if we have one down there, he can fix the ground and the rest can come down, and I don't need to risk it. Well, I'm going down now. See you later, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire is bad.
Yeah.
Fire is bad, I don't like.
I'll walk over and ask him, just because I think he's awake still, maybe.
He's
Yeah, like,
probably much
why-
asleep.
Why do you not like fire?
Fire is bad.
Now, Una, as Haven send you very quickly a strange smell, acrid, as if waste. You notice that the ground down is strange.
It's covered in a bunch of crap.
It's not covered in. This material is not emitting the smell. It certainly doesn't seem like it's a sort of gel.
I try to cautiously investigate what it is. source, where it's coming from, or
So
if I can.
as you come right down to the bottom, you can see that it's this thing is just covered everywhere. It seems to be secreted. So it's a sort of strange, clear pinkish gel.
It's clear pinky snot.
It's a stomach.
I don't think so, although that would have been horrifying.
I was gonna say, oh god, it's a giant sea creature. The top of the mouth is its mouth. It's just waiting for people to go in. Then it's gonna go. Oh.
You've just gone in through the blowhole.
Oh dear.
You do note that somewhere off to the side, a small that is covered with several dried and semi.
I activate detect magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
gel is sort of dried in these. Know how snails leave trails behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine you had like 200 snails go over a single area. Looks like
Oh
that.
god.
Nice.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, we might actually need some fire down here. Burn. Go. Let's look at the camp.
Oh no, he's rolling something. Oh no, he's rolling something.
Toph gets eaten. Again.
Examining.
I'm pretty good at getting away.
Yeah, give me a.
Let's see, that's 11. And that's a success.
Okay. The campsite seems about the same time. Here you also find missing that should have been. They're also strange. Everything in this campsite is placed right, disturbed, left behind.
It's hard for me to tell how long the goop has been here.
But as far as you can tell, there are at least 6 or varying.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works. I don't know how quickly it dries, so I can't really tell how long it's been here. But I know approximately when the camp was here, so I can do that. I use my insight and see if I can discern anything.
So
A power die. Just a power die.
just the power. You are focusing on the campsite 50.
Yes. Oh, that's a 2.
So you get flashes, seeing descending. No goop whatsoever. Camping.
Oh. Okay. Well. Do I see any spot that isn't covered in goop?
Absolutely.
Oh. That makes it a lot more difficult to do the teleportation thing then.
You'll have to touch it.
I would probably submerge in it.
It's not very thick. It's like it's a lot of. The dried layers are about that thick, and then there's like another one just on the surface. It would probably be up to about there on your legs.
Which was fun.
Could I try and blast it off
Sing.
my sword?
You could try that.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, so you whack it with your sword, and as if you dropped a large rock in the middle of it, just off to the sides.
Okay.
Since we've now got someone down there, we can actually turn on the mine ambience.
Yes.
Mines. I say mines because the audio file was named. It's not actually. It's a cabin.
The ambience disappeared.
No,
Yeah.
something is in the
quiet.
background. It's
Okay, but
really,
it's really-
really quiet.
Yeah, it's really faint. Like the first bit was kind of distinct, but then it became really quiet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, let's see if I can carve in the rune now then. In the goop, I guess, in the dried stuff. My
You're very
presumed
quiet now,
masterpiece.
Am I?
The
Yep.
like, this is possibly the most complex rune I have ever made.
Yeah.
And I'm inscribing it in dry goop.
Yeah,
Eyeball
it's
it.
not ideal. If I pull that up, is that better now?
There you go. That's better.
Good. Let's see here. So that would be. Just increase that a little tiny bit. That should get us the ambience properly up. So up on the surface. No.
Nope.
Are we
I
getting-
can't hear it at
Really
all.
need to be there.
It
Nah.
doesn't really need to be there, but I can't hear it anyway.
Okay. Well, it's going to be audible in the recording.
Fair enough.
Too bad. Of course, if I could, just go ahead and. Never mind. Fuck that. We'll deal with it later. Okay. So
Technology.
back up on the surface. It takes you a good long while before you hear from Una. You can hear a weird sploosh noise down there after a few minutes, but beyond that, you can just hear slight scribbling, scratching noises.
Still asleep over here.
I'm probably inscribing it with one of my weapons, kind of like carving it. I don't really want to touch this.
Yeah, touch it.
No.
Touch it.
It smells horrible.
Touch it.
Just awful.
It. Want it.
uh,
Wait.
eh,
Bad. That is some nasty shit.
eh.
So she's inscribing the room. What now?
She's murdering us.
Up on the surface, nothing is happening at the moment, and about an hour passes until it's finished down there.
And let's see how this goes.
How am I doing?
You are beginning to wake up a little bit, but it's more like you woke up from just sleeping. You are still woohoo!
Sleeping is fun. Clouds are fun.
Suddenly on the surface, the rune that she first drew starts flaring up with a soft glow.
Yes.
Glow is fun. I don't even know which room it is. I can't remember.
Room? Rune.
Rune. That's what I said.
Oh, anyway.
I'm trying to do a teleportation thing, like a gate.
So back down at the bottom,
So it's
you have
basically
now.
a summoning rune.
Yeah, you have now finished the rune.
Yes, so it's basically like a summoning matrix that summons whatever is on the one thing to the other.
Yeah, it swaps places for the matter above it.
Yeah.
You will
Pretty
need
much.
to focus and actively use one of the runes to swap with the other one.
Yeah.
And to do that, you will need to reserve your concentration point and do successful rolls to transfer the matter from one point to the other.
Yes. Or I might just transfer someone partially.
Yeah.
Rob! You're the
Yeah.
test bunny.
What?
You'll be the test bunny. Or guinea pig. Or whatever you call it.
Guinea pooger.
Yeah.
Guinea pig.
Yeah. You're first down.
Yeah.
I shout from the caverns and go up because I want to do it
From up there.
on the surface.
Right.
Shit.
So-
I wanted to try to put Soros on the field first.
Just
Shiny
dragging him
thing
there.
is nice.
Okay, so Rob, are you standing inside of the rune?
I would guess.
Okay. So,
Okay, let's try this.
doing this is a 3-step process.
Yes.
Demolecularization, transfer of the matter stream, and then remolecularization on the other
I
side.
won't be mad.
Somebody's been watching too much Stargate.
Oh yes!
I love Stargate.
Way too much Stargate. Fortunately for you, this is done as 3 successful rolls, with the fatigue applied at the end of the transfer.
Okay,
You
step
already have
1.
stacked up a bit.
Go.
So,
Okay,
step
I
1.
roll.
Demolecularize him.
I dislike.
My current effective intelligence is 17.
That should be fine.
Hopefully.
The
So,
last one would be fucked.
Oh yeah, first one, 8.
first one, 8,
You are now
fine.
a cloud.
So,
Yay.
Rob, the rune under you sort of changes into a bit of a swirl, and you are consumed in a blue light, and then you're gone.
No.
He is now stored as an energy pattern in the first rune.
Yes.
Empty space is fine.
You are a strange one indeed.
Okay. Transfer.
Strangeness is fine.
Transfer roll.
Yep.
2.
2. Rob is, you can now definitely feel his pattern being transferred from one rune to the other. It takes you all about maybe 2 seconds to fully transfer him.
Yes.
He's now stored as a pattern in the second rune.
Now let's see if I can reform him.
Once.
10. Yes. Good. You're through.
Ooh.
Yay.
And just as if nothing had happened to you at all, Rob, you just pop out at the bottom, standing on the rune down there, in the midst of all of the weird ass goop. You feel a bit
That's
queasy.
yay.
You feel a bit queasy, and you're a lot colder than you thought you would be, but you're otherwise fine.
Okay. Yeah. I go away from that rune.
Wait, did I get inscription fatigue as well?
You let's say you got 1 point of inscription fatigue.
Okay.
And then,
That makes 4
now
overall.
that you've completely transferred Rob, you get 3 points of fatigue, just like that. Wham.
Okay.
So it's down to 13 if my math is correct.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The last one is probably.
So
Yeah.
I'm down to effective int of 13. I'm not gonna transfer another one of you.
Ah.
Rob, it now falls to you.
Try to soften up the blow.
Oh,
I
What?
will. I won't mention. I didn't mention this before because I wanted you to make the mistake yourselves. But Rob has the rope. The rest of the rope anyway. You still have a little
No,
bit.
Actually, Sora has the rope.
I actually have
There's
the
There's no
rope.
reason he
Want to
cut.
be collected? I have the rope.
Yeah, he really shouldn't cut it.
That's
because
actually
rope-
true. That's true. I take everything back.
Rope, yes, rope is a craft. It's kind of really expensive
Yeah.
and in these times. So
And I've
Not
already
cutting the rope.
weakened it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have the rope. Okay, so the rope is still on the surface.
Yeah, but kinda unusable for everything heavy because Soros kinda weakened it.
Yeah.
God, I can't use it
It's
because I'm
unreliable at best.
No,
I can't-
we could untie him and then he could repair it. Like, strengthen it again and maybe make, like, a hoop on the top of the thing, and
Yeah.
I could try to carry it and tie it there, and then you could go down and drop the last bit.
The thing is, the only person who can use the rope on the surface is me. Because
Yeah,
Winslow
that's
can't
true.
use it.
That is true. He'll just have to rely on the cushiony bit that hopefully Rob will manage to make.
So
Could you change the property of the floor to, like, a mattress?
No.
just scrape together a bunch of goo and let them fall in that. I'm sure that's going to be great.
Yeah, I do that because it's really great to aim in a pitch black hole, even with
So you
light.
gather up all of the solidified goop and just make it into a blob.
Yeah, of course that makes sense. Yeah, but anyways, I will do that.
Okay, so a forms magic roll to start gathering up goo in the area
Because
around
I-
you.
Hey, I actually do it.
Hey, nice! Hey,
That's a
Lamau.
new one.
And then a power roll on
Last time
top
I
of
did it,
that.
I wrecked my arm.
A power roll on that as well.
That's a 3.
3, yeah, okay. So you managed to gather up a good sizable blob of goo around you. You are standing, like, to your knees in it, and you've got it like a tub in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone were to attach a rope at the top, go down as far as they can, and then drop, they ought to be fine.
That still are at least 3.5 Mississippis.
Pop hop.
Yeah, pop,
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 pop.
pop,
Hop,
pop,
hop, hop.
pop, pop was me trying once again to adjust the background VFX. Or SFX is the word.
It's fine, let it be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Let's see if this... So, hey Tom, I say, let's try to untie. Let's untie you.
untying is fine.
ooh,
Or at least attempt to.
yeah.
This is probably like a strength roll.
You should be fine to just untie him.
Yeah.
It's very much more loose than it was in the beginning.
Yeah. Mind if you could like repair the rope, fix it, strengthen it,
Repairing is fine.
and make it a bit lighter while you're at it.
I can make it light, cause that's fine. I will do those things.
Okay, do it.
Just a normal roll. Versus
Yeah,
a power roll.
just a normal roll on that.
That's a 2 on the roll, and then on power roll, that is a. Oh, that's a 9.
Okay, so he managed to knit together the rope fairly fine. He has to borrow a bunch of fibers from around it to make it proper again, but it is fine. It would probably hold him. Probably. With a bit of luck. It's like a 5 to 7% chance of him falling to his death. But...
And Winslow's picture has just fallen off.
Mm.
So, could you try and make like a hoop on the top, on the roof, on the ceiling of the cavern? Maybe.
Hoop is fine. I move the rope into a hoop shape and hold it and show it. Hoop is fine.
Fixed it!
No, like in the rock.
Right, I walk over like swaying as I go.
You think
He's
you're just
gonna
wise
drop.
letting him go that close to the edge?
And then I'm going
He'd be
to,
fine.
and then I'm going to try and make a hoop in the top of the roof.
Great.
I would so laugh if he falls down.
That's an 11, so that's successful.
Yeah, so
You need a
you
power roll?
you form no power roll in this case. You form a hoop out of the material in the roof, and let's see, Una, would you? No, actually, Una, you notice this right away, and Zorath doesn't. It looks way more uniform than it should do. It's like it's nice and sturdy, but it looks a little weird.
Almost tentacly.
No, not tentacly, just uniform. Like
Okay.
just one material without any grain in it whatsoever.
Huh. Okay. That's a little odd, but... Well, I fly up there and punch it. To test it for strength.
It works and gives you a little bit of a thunk.
Good. I tie the end of the rope to it.
Right, rope has been tied.
Good. It's fine, you can climb down now.
Climbing is fine. I just kind of look at the rope, out in the middle of the hole, out of reach.
Gonna have to do a bit of a jump.
Yeah,
I
did my
hand him
current
the end of
statement.
the... I hand
I
him
walk-
the end of the rope and like...
Would you really be able to move it though?
She
Yeah,
she is actually fairly strong. Picture like an ant.
Yeah. And my strength did increase.
Yes, you did.
And I did ask him to make it lighter.
Yep.
This is why.
Yeah. I hold on to the rope and just look at it for a moment. Go, rope is fine.
We're
I
gonna
don't know,
go down
pull
there,
it.
remember?
I pull it slightly. Down is fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Fine. I just kind of step off the edge, holding onto the rope.
Right, and you are now swinging slightly below the hole. You went like whoosh down a bit.
Falling is fine. I start climbing slowly down.
Okay, it takes you a couple of maybe 20 or so seconds, 30-ish, until you've gone the full length of the rope. You are still a fair distance above the ground, but looking down, you can see Rob standing in a puddle, a very large puddle of goop. And you should be able to drop down without hurting yourself too much.
Rope is not fine anymore. Rope is not fine. What do now?
Well, you could drop, or I suppose you could try and make it longer.
Falling
Okay,
is
with your sword.
fine. I just, as soon as I say falling is, I then drop.
Fine.
I'm just like, fine. Splat.
Splat! And Rob, you just watch him fall down in front of you, slam into the goop, and it just goes.
No, it didn't do anything at all.
You are face down into the goop right now, so you should probably stand up or suffocate.
I get myself
Lack
up
of
onto my
air is
feet.
fine.
And you are now covered head to toe in this sort of stringy, oddly cohesive goo.
Cohesive?
Yeah, it's kind of holding together as he pulls on it.
Goo is not fine. I'm
What?
going to use. I would like to use my forms magic to forms it off.
Sure. You just wipe yourself off with magic,
Yeah.
and in return it returns to the goop. How are you doing?
What?
Doing fine.
Not you.
Doing fine.
You seem to be having Trouble.
Me, yes. Training out.
Ah, yeah.
Vivid description of goop.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of that.
Oh, delightful.
What?
Try to dial down the vividness.
Right, okay.
What is going on?
Now,
I actually don't know what it's called in English, but like,
she's
I am getting sick.
she's gagging.
Yeah, I'm gagging.
Now, we have one last thing to do, and that is get the fire elemental down.
Do we?
Yeah. Like, if you want to follow, can you climb down the rope without burning it, you think?
No, I don't. I don't think I can do that.
Oh, fireman is not fine.
I'm glad I can't hear that.
Yeah.
Teleport him.
In your case, Winslow, since this is something you as a character would know, you can retreat your fiery elemental form into your stony core and protect it there. This would allow you to survive rather long falls. However, you have no control of where the core ends up once you start falling. It's just like dropping a rock.
So you jump a cannonball, like, whoop.
Yeah.
Cannon, Cunan!
Yeah, let's try to cushion his fall, will you? I'll gather the rope.
Okay, was there... alright, so I look down over and there's like... Is there a soft place down there for me to land?
Yeah, sure.
Landing
Say-
is fine. I would like to try and forms up the goo again.
Right.
To a nice pile for him to land into.
You're gonna help Rob with that a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a roll and we'll get that together.
Ooh. No, that's actually a fail.
Ooh, okay. So you're
Wow.
I
you're
got
a little bit
17.
too.
My strength is currently at a 16.
You're a little bit too
17.
tired to get that working.
Yeah.
Right. Just
Magic is not fine. No. No.
right.
I don't think his current int penalty is doing him any favors.
Ooh.
No. You are so mean.
There is still enough goo held together by Rob for you to drop down safely into.
Okay.
You don't really need to cushion the fall as much as you just need to stick the landing, literally.
Like, I don't just mean int penalty by the drugs, I mean the ones he has.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
Also-
I would estimate that my int at the moment is around the 1 mark.
Yeah, if we had a goblin around, you two would probably get along just fine.
I'm gonna say my intelligence usually is 11.
Which is almost twice of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the most retarded character in the group.
yeah, but I don't think I can drug you though. Like, I don't
Why
think
would
I can
you
drug.
drag me?
Just that it wouldn't work on you because you don't have any blood, so it would
Yeah.
would have no bloodstream to enter.
Yeah. There might be something in the marketplace that would affect him, but it would probably involve machines.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but
Right,
Put it
so,
in.
Winslow, are you gonna drop down?
Yes.
Okay, so Ignat retreats into his elemental core and just sort of leisurely rolls off the edge. And goes...
Boing.
And with a hiss like red-hot iron hitting water, he splashes down into the puddle, and a horrendous, acrid, drying smell is emanating from the steam coming off of it. It's just awful.
Your face is not fine at the moment. What wrong?
What?
I then reform.
I'm completely oblivious to the smell.
Ah,
You may have noticed the two little nostrils
Yeah.
I usually have in my beak are not there at the moment.
just close them off.
Think.
Or they might just be plugged by goo.
Yeah, that.
No, or
No, it's like my beak is just completely flush at the moment. There's like no
Oh.
visible sign of the holes.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's a shapeshifter and
Right,
stuff
he's just
now.
shifted them closed.
I've just shifted the piece above them so they don't smell anything.
Yeah, I feel like there might be some interesting shapeshifting going on with him if he started to do so.
Yeah.
So, now you are all at the bottom, and Winslow reforms into his usual shape. He's still fizzling a little bit near his feet. It's giving off a little bit of a smell, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was when he was completely submerged in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna take some getting used to.
Mm.
This is interesting as heck.
Back.
Time for going place now.
Now that you're all at the bottom of the cavern, Winslow's natural lighting is casting off of the nearby walls. All around you are these hexagonal columns, and everywhere is absolutely covered in this weird, pinkish goo. There is a path leading away from where you've landed, off towards from where you're standing would be the north, which leads away into the darkness.
I'm already walking along it. Kind of stumbling around.
Which means I'm going to have to tab over to that and have a look at it. Right, see you there now. You do notice that to your south, your west, and your east... Actually, no, the path is more like northeast. To your directly to your north, directly to your south, directly to your west, there is nothing. Just a whole load of darkness.
Yay.
I'm walking along the path already.
Right.
Just like humming to myself and swaying a little bit.
And so is gone completely cuckoo.
As opposed to when.
Yeah, as opposed to
Good.
when. Let's see, that would do to that. Okay, are the rest of you going to follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you begin walking after him, and as you progress further into the caves, you quickly notice that the goo is getting more and more prevalent. It's coating the walls now, and you're actually passing a large vertical wall to your left. And the goo is now starting to take on shapes, structures, something like cells, walls, and support beams. It all looks very alien
I'm
and
getting
very much
very
organic.
I'm gonna say I'm getting very much an Anchorage sort of feel to this.
Nah.
I prepare an explosion rune.
Okay. You can have that prepared. And as you start coming closer and closer into the cave systems, the sound that you hear begins to change. I'm not sure if you can hear that.
No.
Nope. Well,
Oh, just.
Yeah, there's a little
Something-
bit of skittering-ish.
We are in a hive.
Yeah, bubbling and wet skittering.
We should go out now.
Oh, we need to get through here, I'm afraid.
Yep. I draw my Warhammer.
like that. The
Yeah, I have my
plot
book
is
in
my
hand and
system.
sword in the other.
Right.
I'm just still walking through casually at the front.
Just not giving a singular fuck whatsoever.
I'm still out of it. Until I'm out of it, I'm basically just like, everything.
Right. You are getting to be a little more yourself again, slowly but surely.
So scared as fuck of fire.
I'm okay at the moment.
So as you progress into the caverns further and further, you've now walked for about maybe 20 or so minutes, and you reach what is definitely some sort of structure, some sort of nest. Everywhere around you is covered with this goo that is now formed into structures and pillars, and all around you are tubes going out into the darkness, and cells in the wall, hexagonal cells perpendicular to the hexagonal walls.
Oh, look, a hive.
Which
You
one
don't
of you,
say.
Which one of you has the highest perception?
Probably me.
Mine is 12, it's not that high.
Mine's 14. I think
Mine is
I'm
14
10.
as well.
Then, Zoreth, you notice movement out in the darkness, just outside radius of the light cast by Winslow's.
I see something. Over there. In the dark.
Look,
I try and see if I can see
suspicion.
anything past that light.
Stopping and watching for a while, you can tell that there is something sort of skittering around, circling right outside that light. It's not getting any closer than that, it's just keeping just outside. There seems to be a lot of it as well. There is not just one, and not two. If you had to just make a quick number count, you would probably guess that the number is somewhere rather close to 20.
The hell was that?
Yeah, what was that Bing?
I have no idea.
That would be me. I think.
I'm gonna do something very strange for my character.
Okay.
I'm going to conjure a small fireball and lob it in that direction.
Okay. See here.
Nothing that would do damage, just something to illuminate over there.
How big is this fireball?
Like, golf ball size?
Golf ball
Is that-
sized. Okay. Sure. So you conjure this small flame in your hand, and you lob it out. And as it passes out, you can see hundreds of tiny, sort of, that size insects on the ground, skittering around. And as the fire passes over them, they make these screeching, clattering noises to each other as they try and get away from it. And as the fireball fades out, hits a wall, fades out, and sort of drips down a bit, you note that the rest of the sounds from the hive has grown a little more loud, a little more intense.
They don't like fire.
We should make haste before they decide to attack us.
Then my internet dies.
No, your internet is fine, I hear you.
Hello? Is it
Hello.
working again?
Yep,
Yeah,
my
it was working the entire time.
when your internet
Yes.
drops out, we
Crash.
never notice. You are the only one that notices.
Yeah.
Oh, can you still hear me doing stuff?
yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
yes.
Every time you say that your internet dropped out, it's just, it did?
Alright,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say you all freeze up entirely and I can't
Yeah,
hear
that
anything
happens
anymore.
from time to time to me too, but it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, it's not that it dies, it's just hiccups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Google
I-
Hangout thing.
yeah I have to disconnect my internet and reconnect it on my end
Huh, okay.
to get it to fix.
So what would you like to do at this point? The creatures are still sort of circling around you, not sure what to do.
Well, we need to carry on forward, don't we?
Yeah, with as much light as possible, because I'll say, get us.
I think we just carry on as we are for now.
Yeah.
Considering we have an actual light source that's wandering with us.
At the moment.
Okay, so
Continue onwards.
you carry on for a bit. You keep to yourselves and you walk with light feet, and the creatures seem to pay you little attention. They are definitely observing you now, more closer than they were last. But you walk for at least another 20 minutes, deeper into the hive. The further you go into the cave systems, the more prominent and the more obvious it is that you are deep, deep within their realm. And, let's see now, where were we? We had a bit of a thing here. And you encounter a larger chamber that is definitely self-contained. You've been going through tunnels for a while now, but you come to this chamber which is approximately 10 or 15 so meters in diameter. And all around the walls are these sort of comb cells filled with eggs.
Don't touch the walls, people. Find our way out of here and get moving.
The chamber is shaped a bit like a torus, so you've got these sort of rounded donut walls with all of the cells with eggs in them. In the center it goes up in a pillar, supports the roof. You can see
These creatures. How do they look like?
The creatures are sort of long, insectoid, no visible sort of mandibles or anything. They've got two sections on their backs, which definitely seem to be wing related, and they have 6 legs and a long, segmented tail after them. You can only get glimpses, but considering you've been here a while now, you can start to piece together all of the different flashes you've seen.
Scorpions.
Not scorpions, more like... so they don't have the claws, you see. They just have the legs, the tail, without the stinger, and then a sort of reddish, soft underbelly.
Fair enough. We continue onwards then. Well, at least I do.
So,
Yes.
where would you like to go now? There are 2 ways to go. You can go left to one tunnel and right into another tunnel from this chamber.
I say we follow the rules of mazes and keep to the left wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep to the left wall.
Let's just see, I've got to get a paper here and just keep that on hand. I should have done this. And then you take the left one, which is that way, and then you have that. Take you that direction, yeah. Like this. So. Dun 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 dun, and then you have those going like this. Okay, and then so that would do that, and then right, okay. There we go, I've got that up now. So you take the left path, I'm just going to use that as the party.
Mm-hmm.
So, you walk for another couple of minutes. There are more creatures in this tunnel than there were in the last one, and they are definitely having trouble moving out of the way from you. There seems to be an extraordinary amount of them down here in the tunnels, and you come to another room which seems to be similar to the one you last had, but in this one the eggs are hatching. All around you there are bugs sort of crawling their way out of the eggs, cocoons hanging off walls, sort of dripping down onto the floor. These sort of soft, whitish, adolescent bugs are coming out of the walls, dropping down onto the floor, and then skittering away.
continue onwards, keeping to the left.
Yes, let's just
Yeah.
try not to disturb them as much as we can.
Yep.
In here, there is fortunately only one tunnel leading forward. So you take that one.
Continue through there then.
Coming into the next chamber, it's some sort of empty chamber for some reason, strangely enough. The room is toroidal shaped like the other ones, but strangely there is a hole in the roof, sort of a tube, that goes up and away. And then to your left, right and forward there are also tunnels.
Is there any way up that tunnel in the middle?
No, not as far as you can tell. However, the bugs in this chamber are going in and out of it by climbing on the walls.
Yeah, climbing on the walls doesn't really help.
Unless Sam was to turn into a bug himself.
Yeah, become the queen.
I tend to. Do you reckon that's a good idea?
Not unless we need to.
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay, so which way would you like to take now? Do you have forward, left, or right?
I would like to do a little bit of investigating.
In this chamber?
You know, like, well, no, just trying to figure out which path to take, where it leads to, all that stuff.
Right.
You know,
So
elemental stuff.
So you stay in the chamber for a little while, looking at the different tunnels. Much like the two tunnels you've gone through thus far, they stretch off into the distance, then do a couple of bends, so you can't see all the way there. They go up and down a bit. Obviously not meant for normal bipedal transport, but more for the bugs to get around with quickly. There are no obvious markings as to what tunnels go where.
Is there any that seem to head towards the surface?
None.
Keep going left then, I'd say.
I thought, yeah, I guess that was right. Always go left when in a labyrinth.
Yep. Stick to the left wall.
Right. So you were going to try and go left again?
Yep.
So you go into this tunnel, and this one stretches on for quite a bit longer than the last one you were in. And about halfway through it, you come to a section where there is a gathering of the bugs. They are gathered around the walls, and are seemingly sort of biting, scratching at them, while at the same time secreting the very same goo you've seen up until now. As you come closer, it is evident that these bugs do not wish to move.
Is there a way around them?
No, they are filling the entire tunnel in front of you.
Let's turn around and go a different way then.
Right, sorry, I've got to reply to this. Alright. Okay, so you go back into the other chamber.
Mm-hmm. And then...
Who would you say, in what order are you walking?
Well, Soros first.
Yep, me first.
Probably second.
And then...
Went
Then-
slower than me.
Okay.
Yeah. A
Keep the
living
fact-
flashlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
living flashlight somewhere in the middle.
And Zorath, you were first, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, as you come into the same room as you were in before, and reach the center of the room, you feel something drop down on top of you, onto your neck.
Which one?
Zorath.
I immediately try and shake whatever it is off.
It's holding onto you right now.
I try and use my form's magic to move it off.
How?
By trying to, manipulate it into pushing it backwards.
Right, just force push.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, just a force magic roll on that, just to make sure you can...
Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay, so you push it, and the creature screeches as it flies off and smacks into the wall. And all around you, you can hear the hive once again going.
I immediately shout after it, well, you jumped on me!
Ooh, and as you yell that,
No, be quiet.
Your
once
friend is
once
not
again,
that smart, is he?
all of the sounds around you start to go louder and louder and louder, and suddenly you can see out of the corridor you just came out of, the more bugs are coming towards you.
I activate the rune I just prepared.
Okay, Una goes invisible. She just vanishes. There are now about... Well, you can't even count them, that's how many they are. Bugs coming towards you out of the tunnel. Very, very quickly.
I'm
We
going to
should
make a
find-
room for the left-hand for the next tunnel.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Skitter,
Let's do that.
skitter, 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 skitter. Right, so which one would this be, the right or the forward tunnel?
I guess it would be the forward tunnel, because
Right.
that's the next one on the left, isn't
Right,
it?
forward tunnel. So you start off into the forward tunnel, and this one, as with the others, is covered with bugs. These do get out of the way, but as soon as they're outside of the sort of light radius, they follow as well.
And we're fine as long as we are in the light. That's good.
Right, Mr. Lava Man, how about you drop some sort of fire behind us? Keep him busy.
Why would I do that? They've not done anything wrong. I am friendly fire.
To keep them off us. You don't have to hit them.
I'm thinking while running. Dragging it out a little bit. Still thinking. Thinking it over.
As I'm talking to him, my eyes are twitching quite a lot.
So you reach a second chamber. Once again, eggs, 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 eggs. These also hatching. And the bugs in this chamber do not take kindly to your brazen burst into this chamber. And they turn, hissing and clattering at you.
Is there any way out of this room?
Yes, there is one path to your... to your immediate left, but that path is blocked by the majority of the bugs.
Could I use my concentration room to concentration point to widen the radius of the invisibility effect?
Yes, you could. You could conceivably do that. You wouldn't be able to get it out far, maybe one more person.
Okay.
This isn't good. I start backing up slowly.
As you back up, you feel another one of the bugs drop down from the ceiling and bite you in the neck.
Ah!
Hmm.
I once again try and force push it off, trying to be a bit more careful this time, not to smack it against a wall.
This time it's not working because it's dug its claws into your back and it's just latched on in your neck.
Blue Beetle
I
style.
whack it.
Whack
I
it.
whack it in the face. With my sword.
Ooh. So you whack it and the bug just sort of... Its front claws hang on to Zorath, tear off, and the bug just splats into the wall. And that, my dear friends, did not go over well with the rest of them, who are now completely ignoring the light and rushing you down.
Okay, I try and erupt a wall of flame in front of me.
Okay.
I try to make more invisibility runes.
So Zorath, please turn on your roll for your form's magic.
Mm-hmm. That would be a 10, so that's okay.
Mm.
And then I need a power roll, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, power roll gives me 6.
6. Okay, yeah. So a wall of flame erupts in front of you, and this intense, piercing scream just reverberates throughout the tunnels.
Strange one makes
And you
friendly
hear,
fire.
a rumble coming from behind you. And turning back to look, There are now thousands of the bugs pouring out from the tunnel behind you.
Someone sort that out.
I'm trying!
At
Are
least
the
one of
bugs-
us. At least
Ow.
2 of us are.
Ow,
Are they friendly?
Zorath, the bugs are advancing on you first because you were the one who conjured the fire, and they are now crawling up your legs.
But I put a wall of fire between us.
You've put a wall on fire on one side of it.
Yeah, but I'm at the front, so they'd have to go through everyone
There's
else.
2 sides, Zorath.
You
There's
are
2
in
sides.
you are in the
Walk
chamber
back.
now.
I thought we were back in the entrance. to
No,
the
you are
chamber.
in the chamber with the eggs,
Heck.
and you just lit up their eggs.
Tell me.
I was just trying to I thought we were in a chamber. I was trying to.
Yes,
put
you
a
are.
Fire from. No, I thought we were in like the entrance to a chamber, so I was going to put the fire in the entrance to the chamber, so they couldn't get to us.
Right. Well, that still wouldn't have worked because you had bugs coming in from behind as well.
Yeah, and as I said, I was at the front, so therefore they'd have to go through everyone else to get to me.
Well, that's not the case. You were in the chamber, and now you have bugs crawling up your legs, biting you.
How is that going to work considering my scales?
They are very, very, very strong, and they are going right through your scales.
I would like to try and set up like a small force barrier around me, stopping the fire, because obviously I'm not using that anymore.
So you would like to just create
Like,
a barrier. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a force barrier that knocks them off and then keeps them back from me.
Right, okay, so you can do that, but you will have to reserve your concentration point for the duration of that shield, and you've also taken 4 points of damage from the bugs biting you so far. They've
Okay.
torn out bits of your legs.
That's nice. Okay, force barrier, go!
Yeah, I'm trying to make more of
That's a
these
one.
invisibility runes so I can give one to each of us.
So yeah,
So I
you...
don't know how to do that to Mr. Ignis.
So you trigger the force shield, and it expands around you, throwing the bugs away from you. Then you are fine for the moment, but the bugs are now climbing on top, outside, around the shield, trying to find a way in.
There isn't one, because I made it a bubble.
And Rob, you are now also being completely covered by the bugs. They've gone up your legs, and they are also biting and tearing out bits of you.
Tearing out bits of metal.
Yeah, bits of metal. They are ripping bits out of him, and you are also taking damage. You've taken 4 points of damage as well. There are like maybe 6 or 10 bugs on you right now. They are staying away from you, Ignit. Because you are still fire.
Fire,
Okay,
fire,
good.
fire.
I am fire. I am death.
I would like to try and communicate with the bugs.
Ow.
Trying to mimic whatever chittering they're trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah, you can
Make it
try and do
understand.
that. You chitter and chatter and clatter at the bugs. They do nothing. They completely ignore you.
Yeah, I
Well,
have
now
no
would be
idea.
about the time to try and become a queen thing or something.
Okay. Can someone keep them off me while I do that?
Would you please do me a strength roll as well, Zorath, to maintain the shield?
Yep, that was a 2, so yes.
Yeah, you're fine. If you
I
want
have
to
my shield, I
transform
could-
in any way
Oh.
right now, you will have to drop the shield.
That's why I'm saying I need someone to give us a protection there.
Yeah, I can. I don't know if my shield I used earlier, if I could use it on the bugs, but I could try.
Give it a go.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the one I used against the winds, it was basically a force field. So
If you can do that, I will.
activated. It's already inscribed, so I shouldn't take any int fatigue for that. That should just be strength fatigue.
What was this rune again, did you say? This was the...
What?
The force field that she did earlier.
Ah,
I
yeah,
think
that,
we-
yes,
yeah.
Against
yes.
the wind.
Yes, you can definitely try and do that.
Yes,
Uh,
I activate that
And
because I still have it in the book.
this is more of a flat shield, right?
No, I was forming mine as a sphere.
As a
I
sphere,
said-
okay, yeah, then it's a sphere, no problem.
If you can do that around me, I can then change in the sphere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But I can like fit all of us in that.
We need to
Because
get rid of the bugs inside first. Though. That's the issue here.
Yeah, no, I can put up the force field to keep other bugs from coming in, and you can pick up the ones already in here.
And
Go.
let's see here. Rob, you take another 3 points of damage, and the half of the chamber is now completely filled with the bugs.
Go, do it now, go.
Yes, I activate the force field.
Okay, so you activate the force field, and you need to keep on doing your strength checks to maintain this. Are you doing it small and then expanding out, or big right away?
Small and expanding out.
Okay.
And see if I can push the bugs away.
So small, encompassing everyone, and then out.
No, more like encompassing everyone.
Everyone.
That's
Yeah. Okay.
just keeping.
But you are forming it at that distance.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That will leave a lot of the bugs inside of the force field.
Yeah, but that will keep any more from getting in.
Right. So you form that field, no problem.
Yes.
And you will now need to roll me a strength right away to maintain the shield against the force of the bugs.
Okay. Previously, I just took strength fatigue, but okay.
That was a continuous thing, not a.
Yeah,
this
fail.
is just the first. Ah, yeah. So the
That's a
shield falters for a second, and a flood of the bugs just rush into it. Maybe 30 or 40 or so. Rob, since you're not doing anything, you take another 7 points of damage because the bugs are now up to here on you, still ripping and tearing chunks out of you.
Please do something.
Rob, do something.
We can't hear you, Rob. Still
Nope.
can't hear you.
Still nothing.
No,
Nope.
it's turned off.
No?
There you go.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, as I said at least 4 minutes ago, I wanna cross the bugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wondering why you weren't doing anything of the sort.
Yeah, I'm talking here. Why does nobody react to me?
Because we couldn't hear.
Sorry about that. Right, so you are going to try and crush the bugs around you.
Yeah, and on me,
Right.
especially.
So first of all, I need a strength roll from you just to smush them, and then
Wait, it's 20. That would be pretty easy. Oh, that's easy. It's a 3.
yeah, easily 3, good. And then I would also like you to roll me your power die.
That's only a 2.
Right, so you shake off your arms and you start smacking them with your hands and your hammer, and you manage to clear them off right about down to your knees, something like that. And you are slowly covering yourself and the ground around you in bug goop,
Yeah.
smashed, crushed bugs.
I would like to drop my force field and then try and shapeshift into an insect queen.
Okay, there's still a number of bugs on your force shield because they haven't cleared them out yet. You are keeping them from coming in, but for the moment you are still having a lot of bugs around you.
I would then when I drop it, I want to try and like push it out a little bit before dropping it.
So, whoop, dumph.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that it knocks them all off basically.
right.
Knocks them away.
That will need a strength roll to do that.
Yeah, no worries. I still have plenty of strength. And that's a 5, so that's...
Yep,
still
that's fine.
successful.
So you push off the bugs, drop the force field, and 2 or 3 of them fall on your head because they were above you.
Yeah.
And they go straight for your neck and start biting and chewing.
I would like to try and shapeshift into an insect queen then.
Right, first you're gonna straight up just take 2 points of damage for those bugs biting you.
Okay.
And then you may try and shapeshift.
Okay.
Into what shape would you like to shapeshift? You will need to describe this to me because you've never seen one of the queens for these bugs before.
I'm basically going for a bigger, fancier looking one of these bugs.
Okay. This is a full body transformation, right?
Correct,
So
yes.
that will need an initiation roll for this, and will reserve your concentration point for the duration of the transformation.
Yep. Okay, initiation gives me a 1.
A 1, wonderful. So you turn into a bigger, more fancier looking version of the bugs. They stop for a moment, and then keep on attacking you.
I try and shrink myself down to more their size.
Well,
More like them.
well, you're being covered with bugs, and they're still biting, and you take another 3 points of damage, and you shrink down a bit further, and they keep attacking you.
Which is bad.
I just change back.
Right.
This is not working.
You are still absolutely covered up to your knees in these things, and you take another 4 points of damage.
Oh dear, this is not going good. I try and set as much of them on fire as I can.
Okay, so you're gonna start burning them.
Oh yes.
Yep, okay, so forms roll on that, please.
Oh no, not now!
20.
That's a 20.
Ooh, the spell fizzles, and instead of burning the bugs, you manage to torch yourself a bit, and you take 4 points of fire damage.
That's not good.
Out of character. Ha! How does that fail, man?
You know what the difference is?
So fortunately,
On purpose.
I mean, fortunately, that also kind of burns the bugs that were on you. And they fall off, but there's still hundreds more around you starting to crawl up your legs. Una, you, who is maintaining the shield, notice that in the one tunnel that would lead away from this chamber, the bugs are beginning to construct a wall.
Oh.
Let's try that explosion rune, shall we? Roll inscription and power, I presume.
Yeah?
Why do I believe that we will not see the end of this?
I still have my invisibility thing on, so...
Yeah, how much do you think that will happen in an insect type where most of them doesn't rely on size?
Hey, I can fly,
Gotta-
they apparently can't.
Well,
I'm questionably fine.
Okay, that's true.
Hopefully, maybe. Hopefully, maybe fine. Okay, let's try to explode that wall they're building, and
Right.
I shout this way.
Okay. So you toss, you do a quick inscription.
Yes, I need to roll first, and that's that's bad. That's a 17 and a 1. That's a
Yeah, it
of an explosion.
just goes pfunt, and maybe it gives one of the bugs a slight concussion. They keep on building the wall. It's maybe 20% done.
I walk over towards it, out of the force field.
Okay, so you if you want to exit the force field, Una will have to drop it.
Oh.
Okay,
If
let's
she
try something different.
if she moves along with it, it should be fine.
Let's run, people.
See, I don't
Yep.
know about the force field, though. I don't know about that.
Oh, you can see.
It's very obvious. It's a blue shimmering field.
I'm going to try and get people to run towards the wall and get past the wall.
Yeah,
Rob,
I'm like,
you take
Yeah.
1 point of damage from the bugs that are still on you.
Yeah, I would say we make a run for it. Everything better than staying here, because that will be a losing fight.
Yep, let's run.
Right. Okay. So you start off towards that.
To the
tunnel.
wall they start constructing.
Right.
the one
is
that's constructing, that's where we were going, right?
No. This is the tunnel that they are constructing a wall in front of is somewhere you have not yet explored.
Yes.
Then we go there. Onwards.
Okay. So you start off towards that, and as soon as you begin to try and move, Una, you immediately feel some sort of resistance, because the force field is now trying to push against the bugs that are on that side, building the wall, trying to hold on for dear life.
I'm like, hold this, and like, hold out my little book to phalanx or something,
Ooh.
and go in with my sword.
Okay.
Okay, I hold that.
I'm also going to draw my 2 swords and go in for stabbing with them.
Right, so you...
No, I'm just gonna strike the wall, the half-built wall, with my cool sword.
The wall is still on the
wait.
other side of the force field, mind you.
Yeah.
So, are you going to... I mean, the same way they can't go in, you can't go out of it.
Yeah, but now I'm carrying it. I'm way larger and heavier, so I could plow through them, theoretically.
Okay, so you are just gonna go ahead and push for it.
Let's do it!
Yes.
Okay, so as Rob pushes and you fly in, the force field just passes across the wall, pushes the bugs out of the way, and you give the wall a right whack with your sword, and something like a cylindrical force push just completely obliterates the brittle construction they were doing there. And, Rob, you can feel the book being ripped out of your hand as the shield gets dragged along forward into the tunnel.
Okay, I tried to catch it.
I tried to catch it as well.
But,
I
like, it
tried
would
to
be
hide
really
it,
cool
yeah.
if it just, because it will
I
move
go
towards
catch
me,
it.
because it was pushed away from me, so it will move towards me. So
Yes, you may certainly try and catch it. Give me an agility roll for that.
8. That's a success.
Yeah, so you catch the book right in midair and just keep going with the rest of the people following you.
Yes. Like, without even looking, just...
I'm slicing away at the bugs that are still trying to nibble at people.
Yep.
Inside the
Yeah,
box.
I'm trying to get them off.
Yeah, so you clear away the bugs around Rob and yourself, so there are now no more bugs inside of the force field. But behind you there is a veritable avalanche of bugs just coming after you, skittering all around the walls.
I have trouble keeping up with the fatigue count right now.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I have 2 swipes with the sword. That's agility, I believe, and then the catch.
But
And the shield should still be giving me the strength fatigue.
It
because
will.
they're battering at
Yeah,
it.
it will very, very soon. Up until now, it's been the initial
Magical.
start of it, right? But now there are so many bugs that you will start getting strength fatigue as well.
see, if I only had 3 agility fatigue, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
I can have more, but after 3, it starts shrinking. And
Yeah.
then when it goes to 6, I fall unconscious.
Yep.
Just let us know when it's going down, and I will set up a firewall behind us. Or a fire ring, more like.
Keep in mind that there's bugs in front of you as well.
I know, but
feel like
it
you're
seems like the
supposed-
majority of them are behind us.
Yeah, you're surprisingly fine with fire all of a sudden.
Yeah, like, you got off
yeah.
your trip, and now you're like, just throwing fire all around, and you aren't even panicking at the fireman. This is...
No,
Breakdown will be efficient.
I think
Very
it's
strange.
just pumped so full of adrenaline, so it's...
Yeah, it doesn't
it's
even
not-
care
He
anymore.
doesn't think about it, so it's okay.
Okay.
The breakdown afterwards
I
will
was
be
gonna say, you can
epic.
see every time I'm using fire that my eyes are twitching a lot.
Right, so you
He
push.
probably-
You keep pushing through the tunnel, and you reach a longer chamber, a very much longer chamber. The right hand wall is covered with. Let's see, that would be 4 rows of huge circular tubes going up, slanted towards the surface.
Oh boy.
They are
Off we go.
They are
I
high
think that's a
up.
good one.
They are high up on the wall, and are absolutely littered with the bugs.
I'm like, make some stairs.
Making stairs.
There is also
Making stairs.
on the other side of this very long sort of open place, a secondary tunnel with some light coming in through it.
Okay, that one.
There we go.
There we go. That way. Go, go, go.
Yeah. Tips. Maybe the easiest way to do this would be to shape and freeze the goop. If you want to make stairs.
Well, we're going for the one with the light, which is
Which is
not on a
as
wall. This is standard entrance, isn't it? Go again.
One moment.
Okay. Things are going on.
Oh,
There you go.
Not things.
That's interesting.
So on the opposite side of this long hallway, there is a sort of standard exit. Yes, it actually looks a lot like the thing you came in first through. The hive is opening up a bit over there, and there is
Definitely that way.
some light
Definitely
streaming
that
in.
way.
And then these enormous tubes are just going up, slanted towards the surface.
Let's go for the one with the light. That's a good plan.
Strange. I no longer.
Right, so you start rushing off through this, and you have the bugs following you still. You will take 1 point of strength fatigue there because of the bugs. It will take you approximately 4 or 5 minutes to reach the end of this other hallway. It is very, very big.
Okay.
There are now bugs streaming out of these large tunnels as well. Behind you, the entire floor of the cavern is just now a crawling mattress of insectoids.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Right, so you keep running. Toby, you take another point
Maybe we
of
should
strength
collapse the
fatigue.
tunnel.
You are now
Yes, another.
Halfway.
Yes, I am halfway. It starts shrinking.
But you are halfway there. It starts shrinking, but you're also halfway through the thingamajigger. You know what I mean.
The tunnely thing.
Oh.
You keep on going. You take another point of strength fatigue. You reach the end of the hallway and come out where light is streaming in. You are now on a small rock outcropping above a huge gaping chasm.
And Winslow dropped.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm like,
Yep.
I feel strangely full. This is weird.
There he is. Now he's back.
He's back.
Someone else getting like weird sensations from this area.
No.
I say when we get out. We are getting out now. Right?
You've still got so many bugs going after you, and you are on this small rock outcropping outside of the hive with a chasm in front of you, and then a set of hexagonal pillars going out to a larger pillar that has a stone staircase going to the surface.
Up we go. Don't think about it. Up we go.
Yeah.
That way. Go, go.
Right, so you run out, you run across this. All of the bugs are still following you. They seem hell-bent on your destruction at the moment. You run across, you reach the other side. There's a number of standing stones standing around this stone staircase going up. Would you like to ascend the staircase as quickly as possible to not get eaten?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's probably a good idea.
That
Right.
sounds like a good idea, yes.
You reach the staircase and you bump against it. The force field is too big.
I drop the even when it's shrinking.
Yes, right now. It's
Okay.
it's not a very big staircase.
Drop it,
I
drop
like
it, drop it.
dropping the force field,
As
and
she
at the
drops
same
it-
time I also drop the invisibility
Invisibility.
rune.
Drop that and let me know what you need. Let me know when you're doing that. Do you
Yeah,
let me know?
I say like dropping the force field.
Okay, and I then drop.
Yeah.
I then want to drop a firewall right behind us.
Okay.
It's not going to be in front of us anymore.
No, roll me that firewall.
Boom! 1.
1. Fantastic. As the very second Una drops the force field, you whip around, and an enormous wall of fire blasts across the bridge, right where the bugs were going after you.
Good
Burning
thing it
and
was a stone bridge.
burning and searing them all the way back. And you can see just smoking bugs falling off the bridge as the wall of flame washes back across it.
Oh, delightful.
Come on, we still need to move.
There are still bugs coming after you, but you are safe for the moment for about, well, maybe another minute or so until they catch up with you.
Come on, keep moving.
Yeah, let's get out of here. They don't seem to like the lights, so let's just...
They doesn't seem to don't like us.
Yeah, but hopefully when we get out in the sun and stuff, they will stop following us.
Yep.
We get out of their aggro range.
So you ascend the staircase, and at the top of the staircase, there's a flat stone roof. With no discernible way out.
I would like to try and push us the door through.
Right. Put your strength behind this, please.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. I'm currently down to a strength of 12. And that's a 3.
It's a 3! So you put all of your strength into this, and slowly but surely, some sort of stone coffin lid begins to go up and off to the side, and you've opened a hatch up into what seems to be a small stone room above the stairs. You can now hear the bugs beginning to climb the stairs right at the bottom below you.
Yeah, up we go.
Up we go, in we go.
Empty well.
Right, so you all scramble up through the stairs, up through the hatch,
I would like to then shut the hatch.
and you slam the hatch shut, which whams shut with a dull, resounding echo going out through the tunnels below you.
Is there a way to lock it?
And you are safe.
For the
And I
moment.
fall
For the
down.
moment.
I fall down and just sit.
Yeah, I sit down on the stone slab.
Hi.
Well, that was a thing that happened.
I think that's a good spot to stop as well.
I think that is
Whole time
an excellent point to stop.
Yeah, and Una is just like feeling really strange about this whole area right now.
Me the whole time has been calm this whole time.
Yeah, you've just been chilling out. Just, okay, bugs, yeah, I'm fine. They're not attacking me, so that's fine.
It's like you've had that drug, not me.
Well, you are coming out of it properly now. But we'll deal with that in the next session. You are in a small stone room. There is a wooden door on one end of it, and a closed hatch down to the hive below.
Bugs, and more bugs.
Bugs, and more bugs. Bugs Bunny. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back next week.
Yay.
Yay.
Later.